I actually saw this funny meme the other day where it talks about like your hospitality journey, and it's like uh, dishwasher, busser, server, bartender, real estate agent, and it made me laugh because like that's kind of what my life was. I got started in hospitality, and I worked. Kind of what got me into real estate is there's a couple different things, but the main thing was when I was working. I worked at this. Like higher end country club resort called Innisbrook, just outside Tampa, and it's where they hold the Valspar Championship. So they do like the PGA Tour events. You have a bunch of members there that are business owners in the community. And I started there, and I started as a server, and then eventually became a bartender. And when I shifted from being a server to the bartender, I found that I started having more like in-depth conversations. Like as a server, it was more so just kind of turning tables and doing whatever I needed to do. And then when I became the bartender, I started talking to people more. And I was in awe one day when we did this private party for a guy that owned a title agency. And I didn't know what a title agency was back then. I like super green to real estate at this point, and I just knew that it was Vantage, like the whatever the title agent was called. And his Christmas party was $91,000, and they had an automatic gratuity on it, and then he tipped another 15,000 on top of it for everybody that was there because we were there for like 20 hours. And I was like, wow, that's insane. I've never seen something like that before in my life. And so I specifically started talking to him like, hey, like, how did you become wealthy, like to the point where you can afford that kind of like a party? And then he told me he owned a title company in all 50 states and was going to sell it at the end of the year for $184 million or something. And so I started asking every member. So everyone that was coming to the bar, I started asking him like, how did you get wealthy? And there was a constant theme, and it was always through business or through real estate. And I have a entrepreneurship degree. I went to school for entrepreneurship, and so I had already known about business, and I was building businesses while in school. And then the real estate thing kind of dawned on me, like, oh, well, real estate is a business, right?